送紀念品咧俾各個嘅單位。咁首先咧，我哋有請咧就係裁判長，咁嚟自德國嘅 Mr. Casting Coach，referee Mr. Casting Coach from Germany。亦都有咧就係賽事嘅副裁判長，嚟自克羅地亞嘅 is Miss Ivanka Petoni。Deputy referee Miss Ivanka Petoni from Croatia。有我哋咧本地嘅代表喎，本地嘅副裁判長周日光先生。Local Deputy Referee Mr. Chow Yek Kwong。仲有就係本地助理裁判長鄭榮基先生 ，Local Assistant Referee Mr. Cheng Wing-Kee。跟住落嚟，我哋有 Volunteer Sports Medicine Interest Group。最後，我哋有請香港聖約翰救傷隊嘅代表咧，就係接受紀念品嘅 Hong Kong St. John Ambulance。唔該，湯生，亦都咧再次感謝贊助商同埋咧各個協辦嘅單位，多謝你哋。咁啊喺我哋現場咧，即將就會進行咧今日最後一場嘅決賽。咁大家心水清嘅咧都知道會係一項咩嘅賽事啦。冇錯，就係男雙嘅比賽。稍後咧我哋會送俾大家。
So before our last final of the afternoon, the men's doubles, a chance for us to look at the Destination Dubai rankings. And I can tell you after this tournament, the top three will remain unchanged. The number 4 ranked pair will go down 2 places, Bo and Mogensen from Denmark, but who will be 4 and who will be 5 is dependent on today's final, because the number 5 and 6 ranked players at the moment are contesting today's final. Well, if you can remember that list, I can tell you that the top 8 will all qualify for the Super Series finals. There you can see that by semi-final, 4 different nations, but only 2 seeds left in. And those 2 seeded pairs from semi-finals are contesting today's final. So here come the men's doubles finalists, led out by the Chinese combination, the left and right-hander, Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan. The Indonesians, former world champions and recent winners of the gold medal at the Asian Games, Muhammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. And let me tell you, there's plenty of Indonesian fans in here at the Hong Kong Coliseum this afternoon. Tomo Kashihara from Japan, our umpire, and our service judge from Mauritius, Satyawan Mahadu. The number 6 seeds, Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan, former All England champions, won that title last year in Birmingham in March. And listen to the fans as the Asian Games gold medalists and former world champions Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan are introduced to the crowd. Well, not only the title at stake here, but today's match will decide who finishes the year ranked 4th and who will finish ranked 5th. And of course, as far as the Super Series is concerned, it is vital because it is only the top 4 that get seeded at the Super Series finals. Of course, the Super Series finals, only the top 8 pairs get invited, or players in each of the 5 disciplines. So this has an awful lot riding on it. The Indonesians world ranking of 3, although they have been world number 1s, number 2 seeds here, as I was explaining, down 1 place in the world ranking after China, where they lost in the first round. What a way to bounce back. Look at that series of results. It was only the semi-final yesterday against the Mads Conrad and Mads Kolding of Denmark, where they were taken to 3 games. Actually, I dispute that. I think they were taken to 3 games in the second round against Fu Haifeng and Changnam as well. But that didn't show on the graphics. So to the number 6 seeds, world ranking down 1 place this week. They have been as high as 5, a total of 9 weeks at number 5 in the world ranking. And this, for the Chinese pair, is only their 2nd final of the year. For the Indonesians, it's their 5th final of the year. Now, extraordinarily, this Chinese pair has not played against another seeded pair until today's final. Nor did their opponents. Now that may surprise a number of people, given the results of the Indonesians. They've never beaten their opponents of today. The last time they met was very nearly exactly a year ago. It was in the group stage of the Super Series finals last year in Kuala Lumpur. 3 games on that occasion. In fact, the previous 2 meetings have both been 3 games, gone the full distance. Well, their only other tournament final this year was at the India Super Series event. Chinese pair lost out in the final to Bowen Morgensen from Denmark. In fact, it was their first loss to the Danes after 4 straight wins. Well, for the Chinese pair, had a tough semi-final and quarter-final. Semi-final yesterday against Kimura and Sonoda of Japan. Had to come from a game down, as indeed they had to do in the quarter-final. Both those matches over the hour mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mohammad Hassan, Hendra Setiawan, Indonesia.
Well, this should be a good atmosphere because obviously a lot of fans supporting the Indonesians, and perhaps even more fans, understandably, supporting the Chinese. What a great opening serve from Mohammad Hassan. Disguised flick. That makes a service error. 23 years of age, Chu Sihan, there he is, from Shandong province, east coast of China. Oh, it's perfect. It's found the line. Incredible. Oh, setting one, going forward as he so often does, reading the game. It's all fast and furious. Good rally. He's a powerful man, is Chu Sihan. Thundering down the smash there. It was sheer pace of shot that did the damage. Oh my goodness, it's going out. Clever. Oh, I don't believe it, round the back. What a rally. Oh, it's called a fault. It was called a fault. Shuttle deemed to have touched the floor before the left-handed Liu Xiaolong played it back. We need to take another look at that. Certainly not that one. That was around the back. Oh, no, I don't know. I wasn't convinced by that. But it was called a fault anyway. Let's have another look. No. I don't think it bounced at all, but I tell you, these umpires have a very, very difficult job. They have to make the split-second decision. We've had a look at that 3 times. Going to go along. Oh, crikey. Almost found the carpet at the back of the court. Chinese pair haven't won a title for well over a year. Last title was the India Superseries last year, very nearly 18 months ago. That's wild. Yeah, they very much have a favoured formation, which is the left-hander going forward to the net, and when he's playing from the back of the court, I think he tries a little too hard to either just play a winner rather than play a shot that's going to get him into his favoured net position. That's a good low serve from Setiawan. So the Indonesians into the lead. It's going wide. No serve is short. Oh, there's so much pressure on the low serve. Well, in all the doubles disciplines, but I suppose especially in men's doubles. Well, Morton, Frost and I were talking about this yesterday. So many rallies in men's doubles now, so short, just the 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. Well worked, and it is the former world champions who have the narrowest of possible advantages here at the mid-game interval of game number 1. Yeah, there's some of the Indonesian fans. Oh, they'll be enjoying this final so far. Good flick serve. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, all credit to the Chinese pair. But there was a shot in that from Setiowan on his forehand side. No backswing of the racket. The shuttle had gone past him. And somehow he managed to play a powerful shot. I don't know how on earth he managed to do that. Well, this is where the left-hander's so good. Seeing the half opportunity to move forward to the net. Yeah. Whipped defence. Moving Chu Si-han from the forehand side to the backhand side. That was the one that did the damage. First time there's been a 3-point difference between these two pairs. Except there's only a 2-point difference. What am I talking about? Oh, well played by Mohammed Hassan, the man from Palembang in South Sumatra. Sharp as anything. I always tend to think of his partner as the one that reads things coming forward. Oh, now there's a 3-point difference. Oh, that's good. Yeah, he crouches down so low in his defensive stance. I think the Indonesians should be perhaps using a few more angled shots rather than power shots. Oh, it was a nice idea. that was clever. Good placement of the smash across the body of Setio-1. Oh, what a clever return. So understated is Hendra Setio-1, such a quiet man. No showmanship, just quietly gets on with the job. Yeah. Good attacking play. And now 4 game point opportunities for the former world champions Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setio-1. Yep, touched the shuttle on its way through, besides which the left-hander Liu Xiaolong was nowhere near it. So the opening game to the number 2 seeds Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setio-1. (21:16), 17 minutes needed for that opening game. Well, certainly for Hendra Setio-1, this is 4th final here at the Hong Kong Open. He won the title twice with Marcus Kido, 2006 and 2007. He was beaten in the final 4 years ago. Again playing with Marcus Kido, lost out to Go Sung-hyun and Yu Young-sung.
Play.
So the Indonesian pair of Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setio-1, well, he started the opening game with a good flick serve and started the second game with a good flick serve, Mohamed Hassan. Indonesians taking the first game, 21-16 in just 17 minutes. Yeah, anything you can do. Good use of the flick serve this time by Liu Xiaolong. Well, confusion between the two Chinese players, but wasn't that so much better from Liu Xiaolong from the back of the court. Bided his time until he could get forward. I can remember saying in the opening game, he's too intent on going for a winner. Now you see he'd made his way forward. It was just confusion between the two of them who should have hit it. Ah, it's clever. Unfortunately, we've missed the next rally. Dear me. Last 3 points, 2 service errors and a return error. Well, they're really seeing the shuttle early now. Chinese pair pouncing on everything. Yeah, well taken. Spotted the gap well. Good setting a one. The lift was woefully short. Got what it deserved. Look at this. Look where his feet are as he's playing that smash barely mid-court area. Well, it seems to me that the Indonesians are just not dealing with the pace of the rallies at the moment. Hence the need, I know I've said it before, but hence the need to try and slow it down. So full of confidence now, don't they, the Chinese players? Well, I do think it's important for the Indonesians that they try and close down this gap a little bit more before the change of ends, because both pairs, the game they won was from this near side of the court, so presumably both pairs prefer playing from this near side. So if you change ends when you're going to what is perceived as the bad end, psychologically and physically you could be in trouble. Well, they can't close it down anymore. It is a 4-point advantage to Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan of China. Last 2 years, Chinese pair here in Hong Kong have lost to the eventual champions. Last year, they lost out to Lee Yongdae and Yu Young-sung in 3 games. 2012, they lost in the semi-final to Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng. He went on to take the title, and again, they lost in 3 games. So, is it their turn? Well, the way they're playing at the moment. I haven't seen them play like this for a while, I have to admit. Apart from reaching the final at the India Super Series event earlier this year, the Chinese combination, apart from this tournament obviously, no other tournament have they progressed past the quarter-final stage. So 11 previous tournaments, apart from the final in India, quarter's the best. That's not the best of years really for a pair that's been ranked as high as 5 in the world. Yeah, good serve, good anticipation of the third shot. by the Indonesians, making such a difference. And it's wide. Yeah, taken with the drift. And going just wide of that sideline. So all 3 points since the mid-game interval have gone in favour of the Indonesians. So much for my theory about the ends and the preferred ends. It's blown me out the water, hasn't it? All 4 points since the mid-game interval and the change of ends going to the Indonesians. Chinese want to just break it up. They're going off and toweling down. Good umpiring. No, you're not allowed. 11 all. Oh, what an extraordinary game. Well, he'd had a good run on his serve. Well, it was awfully close to that line. It was in, I'm sure. I'm not sure I would have had the nerve to make it that tight to the line. And that's probably why they've won a world title. They've got the nerve. Well, this is absolutely extraordinary, isn't it? 7 of the last 8 points since the change of ends. I can hardly believe it. 9 of 10 points now. Talk about a change in momentum. I certainly didn't see this coming. Isn't that what we love about it all, though? Here's the change of pace. Yeah. Clever, clever play by the Indonesians. That was called good. What a great return of serve. 3 points away from a third title this year for the Indonesians. All England champions, gold at the Asian Games. Oh, brilliant! Sensational! Well, there was a defensive shot earlier on. We're seeing the end of the rally. That was just extraordinary by the Chinese pair. Yeah, it does get in a mess with his defence, doesn't he? He gets so committed to that forehand crouch defence. 19-14. And match points have arrived. 13 of the last 16 points are now on the verge of victory, the Indonesians. Oof. And they've done it, a third title of the year. Yeah, the Indonesians, the champions, winners of the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open for 2014. Yeah, they had to work hard for that. They had to come from behind that 7-11 deficit in the third and deciding game. But 21-15 in the end, exactly 1 hour in duration. Oh, what an excellent men's doubles. The ebb and flow of the match, I honestly thought that the Chinese were playing fast and furious. I didn't think the Indonesians could cope with it. But isn't this just what we love about sport? The ability to come back, keep us on the edge of our seats, and a fine victory for Muhammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. So the winners are going to be interviewed by the host broadcasters.
Well, first of all, congratulations upon your winning the championship. And I know that in All England Super Series, you won one tournament. And how does it feel to end in a high note here in Hong Kong Open, Mr. Ashan?
First time, I'm very happy. I'm also to thank for my supporter and I'm very happy for this game.
And Mr. Hendra, we remember still you are with Fido and winning Hong Kong Open 2006 and 2007. How does it feel this time you bring along a new partner and do the same successful game here?
Of course, I'm so happy with my partner. This is first time to champion in Hong Kong Open.
What is the difference between the previous partner and this partnership?
Almost same.
Because you feel successful, yeah? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. It's his third title here. 2 with Marcus Fido. 2006 and 2007. And now champion once again, this time with Mohammed Hassan. And of course we will have the prize presentation for the men's doubles coming up in just a moment. But of course that does mean that the last of the action has been concluded. The last final, the only final, going to a third and deciding game. 3 titles for Mohammed Hassan here. Hendra Setia won. Hong Kong Open, a happy hunting ground for him. Well, the wait goes on for the Chinese pair. Last title very nearly 18 months ago. But the victory to the Indonesians.
Vice President and Executive Director of Hong Kong Badminton Association Limited. 繼續有請香港羽毛球總會名譽會長劉家偉律師 Mr. Lau Ka-wai, Honored President of Hong Kong Badminton Association Limited. 有請高開華先生 Sunrise Group of Companies 嘅代表 Mr. Ko Kai-wah from Sunrise Group of Companies. 有請楊賓官先生，大都會人壽香港行政總裁 Leonard Yong, Chief Executive Officer, MetLife Hong Kong。多謝晒咁多位嘅嘉賓。Yonex 2014香港公開羽毛球超級賽大都會人壽世界羽聯世界超級賽系列男雙嘅頒獎禮 Men's Double Event of Yonex Hong Kong Open Badminton Championships 2014 part of the MetLife BWF World Superseries。 我哋嘅亞軍就係嚟自中國嘅代表劉小龍同埋邱子航。
So Liu Xiaolong and Chu Zihan.
劉小龍、邱子航。
In their second Super Series tournament final of the year, but as in India, they have to settle for second best.
Mohammed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan from Indonesia.
The former world champions, the Asian Games gold medalists Mohammed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan take a third title of 2014 to go with the All England Championships and the Asian Games gold medal. Well, they will be the pair that's ranked number 4 at the end of the year destination Dubai rankings, and it means that the Indonesians will indeed have the seeding position come the Super Series finals in December. A first title for Mohammed Hassan, a third for Hendra Setiawan here in Hong Kong. obvious disappointment for the Chinese pair. They look to be cruising at the change of ends in that decider. And of course the MetLife Snoopies, the mascots presented to all the players.
再次恭喜今屆香港公開羽毛球錦標賽男雙嘅亞軍同埋冠軍組合。
So the officials, yep, wanting to get themselves in the correct order for the photographers.
恭喜運動員，亦都唔該我哋嘅頒獎嘉賓。咁喺呢度再次多謝各位。
So with the conclusion of the men's doubles, so concludes the 2014 Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open. And so concludes our 12 tournaments on the MetLife BWF World Superseries. But of course this is not the end of the Super Series for 2014, because we still have the Super Series finals to come from the 17th of December.
Thank you very much for all the sponsors and all the organizations, and we'll see you next year. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Yep,
Thank you.
both these pairs will be in Dubai for the Super Series finals. So will we. So today's finals going to 4 different nations. The 5 titles, of course, 2 titles to China. The women's doubles and the mixed doubles. The mixed doubles, of course, was an all Chinese affair. 2 titles, not only to China, but 2 titles to Zhao Yunlei. An historic event because she has today won her 49th and 50th career title. There are all the results. The world number ones, Matsutomo and Takahashi, losing out to the world and Olympic champions. Tai Tzu-Ying, what a performance she gave. The 20-year-old from Chinese Taipei against Okuhara. But I tell you, Okuhara is a star of the future. Lovely to see her back from injury. Upsetting the men's singles, Song Wan-ho beating the world champion Chen Long. And the mixed doubles, well, the 2-time former champions regained their title. Jiang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, of course, against Xu Chen and Ma Jin. And as we've just seen in the men's doubles, the only final to go to 3 games. The Asian Games gold medalists Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan coming through in exactly 1 hour, beating their Chinese opposition. Well, as I say, that is it for this year. Of course, we've got the Super Series finals from the 17th of December. Do join us for those. But in the meantime, from all of us here, especially from me, Jill Clark, we'll see you from Dubai. Bye for now.